Hello, welcome to another video of Inner Spark. I've been a couple of days, 2 weeks without bringing new videos because I was we had the trip to Tibet, the pilgrimage in Tibet for 2 weeks. We were in this country that now is part of China, but in this region, in the region of Tibet, is still you feel it is a very special place with very special history, tradition, religion, and it was the most spiritual country of the world. We went there to have pilgrimage, to have an initiation. I will be sharing with you here some videos of the trip while I'm sharing with you some knowledge and awakening I had during this trip. It is, well, overall was amazing. We did more than 2,500 kilometers. First we visited the Lhasa region, the main city, Shigatse, the second city, and later we took the car, and then everything was a road trip to the west, towards the mountains, towards the Himalaya mountains, and toward the holy mountain of Kailash, where we had a pilgrimage around Kailash. And then, let's say, we had the climax of our trip. It was very powerful, very transformative. I'm a little bit still in trance afterward. So many things, so many experiences. They were 2 weeks. We were over 3.5 thousand kilometers height. We went to our highest was 5,650 meters over the sea level, and it was amazing spiritually, from spiritual point of view. To be so high and low oxygen makes you be a bit dizzy, a bit floating around. So the fact that we were hiking in the mountain, we were entering in this state, a little bit like a dream. It was very powerful. And in this state, we were entering the monasteries and contemplating these images. The Tibetan Buddhism has the most unique images of deities, of Buddhas and different deities and gods and spirit animals and spirit helpers, and all this together, your state, the height, the altitude, the effort, the pilgrimage, the heat, the sun, and these images with such a beautiful legends, they were all together. It was a shamanic journey by itself. It was amazing. It was really amazing. And I wanted to share with you guys today, 1st August. Maybe you are on holidays, maybe you are having free time. Well, one of the best ways to spend these holidays, your free time, your relaxing time, is to reconnect with your potential, with the state of potential within yourself. I'm going to share it with you. Now, in the Tibet trip, there was a place. It was a glacier. We went. It was close to Lhasa, between Lhasa and Shigatse. It was a glacier. We were 5,000 meters height there, and we were in this border, in this interface, where the snow of the glacier was becoming small rivers, water. And then I had this contemplation. I observed the two states: when the water is frozen in the top, the glacier, in the state of potential, and when the water is already manifested, flowing in one specific river, in one specific waterfall, with one specific form. This glacier It was a representation of the upper world, state of potential, the upper world, the shamanic upper world. And we all have glaciers in us. This represent all the possibilities, all the lives that we can have, all the experiences that we can have. They are like frozen in the future, still not manifested. Of course, not all of them will take place, and this is the point. This is the point of this video. This is the point of this is the whole point, guys. Sorry. Only few of them will manifest. Only few of the future potential possibilities of our life will manifest. Because we don't have space for everything in this life. In this life is happening one thing at a time. That's why it's so important to be consciously connected with the future possibilities, so we attract and manifest the one that we want consciously. When I was there, I was contemplating the snow and doing this practice, focusing in myself, in what kind of future I want to have now in the new season that is coming. After the holidays, after August, September is coming, and we start a new journey. And in this new journey, I guarantee you, you will have new things. You will have new experiences. You cannot avoid this. It's part of life. You will attract from this future one specific journey, one specific relationship, friendship, situations, projects, new development in your life, possibilities. This will happen. Now the question here is, are we connecting, are we attracting these possibilities consciously? Or are we living in autopilot and we are attracting them unconsciously? Because in this glacier there are nice things that we want, and there are problems too, and conflicts and difficulties, and the same emotional struggling that we have all the time. Sometimes we attract the same again and again and again in our life because we are living in the same state and we are not opening. We don't know how to connect with other possibilities. We cannot even see them. If someone would tell us, but that that there is another way, there is a possibility, there is something you could do, and then our mind, our vision closed, cannot see. So this is not easy. That's why I'm sharing this with you. And no one teaches how to do this. I learned this in my shamanic path, how to consciously connect with the state of potential of your life. And because why? Because for this we need a lot of energy. We need time, we need contemplation, we need honesty. We need to take a bit of time with ourselves when we are merged with all the situations and people around, and we are just, fulfilling tasks all the time, doing what we have to do, answering the phone, taking responsibility for this, for that all the time. There is no this space in which you can, in an authentic way, be with yourself. Feel yourself, have a bit of intimacy with yourself, have a couple of honest questions in silence to yourself, and if possible, a couple of honest answers too. So, now that you will have this time, that in summer, in July, in August, all of us, we have a little bit more time, things are more relaxed, it is very good opportunity to connect with this space of potential, which means possibilities for your new year. And what kind of, from all these possibilities that you can see, which one you like the most? It is easy. It's not rocket science here. Which possibility you feel the most fun, joyful, alive, real. If you can make this connection, this is a blessing that you are giving to yourself. And the strongest is this connection, the stronger it is this connection, the more clarity you will have when you will be back in September, in the work, in the office, in the taxes, in the everyday life. More clarity you will have how to make your choices. When there will come crossroads, you will know, no, I know what kind of experience I want to attract. I feel it, and now I feel that my crossroad is to the right. I was contemplating on this, and it came to my mind. It came to my mind an orange, but I don't have any orange. I have only an apple. And I realized we can see an apple. Okay, let's use the apple here. You can see an apple and you may say, okay, there is an apple, but you can see a seed here. And now observe it, because if you see an apple, you will think, okay, how to keep it, I should put it in the fridge, when to eat it, whatever. This is the kind of things you can think if you see an apple. But if you see a seed, then possibilities are wider, because you may have a tree, and from a tree you can have more trees, and then you enter in the space of the new. I tell you this because we have these two ways to look at life. We can look at life like through the view of the facts, and like these things get very boring eventually, because there is no the energy of the new. You can see life through the vision of the potential, and for these kids are wonderful examples. They can play with everything, and they can create stories with toys, with small things, and most small anything you have in your house is a seed for an adventure for them, for a story, for a game. Potentially we have this inside, and our soul wants this, wants a journey, wants something real and authentic, a journey real and authentic for us. If you feel in your life is missing a little bit of spicy sauce, juice, adventure, discovery, renew, probably for you is the moment to reconnect with this state, with the glacier, with the state of potential, with the different possibilities, and to choose one. What happens usually is that the seed, if I have an apple, I know what to do with an apple. I can control an apple. I can control the process, because I know I put it in the fridge, I keep it in my wardrobe. I have 2, 3 days, 4, 1 week to eat it. It's easy, I'm in control. But if I go and I see the seed and I want to make something with the seed, if I enter in the state of potential, I cannot control anymore. This is one of the reasons why it's difficult for us to contemplate this space, because nothing is for granted there. We cannot be 100% sure of anything, and we cannot control anything. And this creates fear, creates a bit of tension, creates uncertainty, part of life. So I wanted to invite you to make this contemplation during these days. If you observe that it's difficult for you to think in terms of potential, because there are some fears, worries, what is this, I cannot control it, I don't know what is going to happen, I want to tell you it's normal, and this fear is not we cannot avoid it. It is going to be there. The only way to avoid it is just to forget about the future and just to eat an apple. But the problem is that our soul wants the future. Our soul wants adventure. Our soul wants to meet the mystery. Our soul wants to understand God and the mystery, the universe. And for this, an apple is not enough. Our soul wants the seed and the journey. Beautiful dichotomy. If you feel that you have entered in a moment in your life in which you are missing this discovery, chances are that you have been infected by the virus of the eating your apples and forgetting about your seeds. You have a seed, you have a glacier, you have potential, you have journey, you have something that you want, something that you want to experience, something unique, something new, a game that you want to play in this life. Put it like this. And the best way to use holidays and the free time, the best way, and I do it all the time, every single time I'm in a retreat or in a free time, is to reconnect with the seed, this seed in you. This journey that is to be experienced, that it may come to you, and to be brave and to choose it, and to see how you can go there. So I invite you to do this exercise during these days, during these holidays. And if you find it, share it in the comments. If you like this content, give me a like, and I will create more videos. Now I will be in a different retreats in Greece, but I will bring more videos. I will use this time for this. We can use it together to discover what we want to experience in the new year. And that's all, my friend. I will read you in the comments, and I wish you to have a wonderful resting time now. Bye bye.